Jana is here.
Woo! I made it, guys. Totally healthy. Definitely here.
Welcome, everybody.
I apologize in advance for the sound of my voice. I have hot coffee, so hopefully it'll improve and not get worse.
It's episode 56. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though.
Pretty sure. And I know nothing because I am in a Dayquil sick haze. So this might be a really interesting show, everyone.
Creative Core Lofa says we're late. I swear I clicked it like right when it hit 0.
We can't be late. His comment is literally at 10 a.m.
Good morning, everybody. Who's here today?
Sound off in the comments. Like, subscribe, all the things, people.
Pipstalkers. Lorga. Super Snake Syndicate. Creative Coralofus, Marissa Ho. It's a great name, by the way.
Whoop whoop.
And Marshall. Yeah, we do have like a falling asleep at the wheel type of a content topic.
Oh, good. I am.
Right. I don't know. I know. If anybody wants to know, we do all of our like show planning over the weekend, and it's usually just like, is this sound okay? And then we're just like, okay, let's just do that. But this week, nothing sounded okay.
It's not true. Is that how it felt to you?
I didn't really want to do anything too hard.
That was gross. I'm sorry, everyone. I should have muted my mic.
Jesus Christ.
I'm here, bitch.
All right, we're falling apart at the wheels.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna mute it. Blow my nose, bitches.
No, we gotta move on. Just keep snotting all over the camera. It's fine. So let's look at what Jana's doing right now.
No, how am I doing this morning? I'm still losing, right? Damn it.
Dang it.
Fucking
16%.
hell. You hold back harem groupies. Where are you at?
Have we been voting?
Have you been voting?
KMB Reptiles, you're on point. Notice. Have you been voting? Gorky?
Have you voted? Have you voted today? It's every fucking day, motherfuckers.
Oh, she's getting mad. Stone Age?
Stone Age? Did you vote?
Oh, he's voting for himself.
Oh, well, that's okay. You're allowed. You're in the contest. Adam, you're excused.
Adam's waiting for Jana to expose herself to be disqualified. I don't know if exposing is a disqualification. You'd have to send it.
No, I can expose myself. I can't promise to expose myself or promise favors in order to garner your votes. But if it's just like tit slippage on my own show, I really don't think that they can do anything about that. But Adam, if you vote for me today, see if I said that's disqualifying. But I'm wearing Chris's shirt today, and it's not as boob friendly as his tank top. But sorry guys, it's in the wash, and I feel like that's all I've worn for like the past week. So you get the t-shirt, and you can email Chris Eaton and complain that his t-shirts are not assistant friendly.
I don't even know where to go from that. That was I don't think you need to complain. We can have the amount of assistance we need. Maybe he just needs to issue more tank tops. More kinds of tank tops.
Snake Syndicate.
And Marshall voted.
Oh, Marshall, see, thank you.
Bod's Exotic Reptiles is here.
Bods, have you voted?
The most famous nip slip of all was the Janet Jackson one.
I remember that. Oh, does that make us old? Jesus.
Everyone was like, this is a problem for the children. And I'm like, is it? It's fine, actually.
Is it a problem for the children, or are we all just thanking our lucky fucking stars?
Oh, it didn't let me vote last night until after 3 p.m. I think it remembers what time you voted the day before.
Yeah,
so you must come back no sooner than 24 hours.
Otherwise, it kicks you out. Also, Oh, I probably can't share that. That'll probably get me in trouble. Never mind.
All right. Blaze and Blue Tongues voted. Thank you. Lisa, good morning, but you need a vote. It's very important.
Make sure that you're voting. Make sure that you're stealing your spouse's cell phone and voting. Hey, you can't see my cup. There we go. Make sure that your spouses are voting on their cell phones, that you're voting on your work computer. Come on, people. Where's the love?
All right, Jana.
Belligerent Jana.
This is still a not safe for work podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Shots.
We've already talked about nipples, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows. But we get a certain percentage of downvotes on every episode, and I'm assuming that's, I don't know, Amish people accidentally stumbling onto a computer and be like, "Fuck, I didn't know about ankles."
And
then they're like, "But there's more than ankles."
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm offensive to any of you, but this is mine and Jessica's podcast. And unless she tells me to get the fuck out with the tits, then this is what you're getting. She may kick me out today because I am literally Dayquil belligerent. There is another episode that's audio only where I am Dayquil belligerent from last year about this time. It's good shit if you need a good laugh. It's Jessica's absolute favorite. Look at her face, guys. This time you can look at her face. That's why she's kept us small, because she's over there just dying in her corner.
I'm trying to get ready for the next.
Maybe I'll just get out right now and leave Jana by herself.
Can you imagine 2 hours of Jana rambling to herself while under medication, the influence, and then that's it. That's the whole podcast. It'd probably be pretty good. Let's be honest. Okay. So we have a sponsor.
Thank you for voting.
We have a sponsor.
We do?
Guess what I heard?
What?
Shane Kelley broke the rules.
Oh, no.
And may have endorsed a candidate.
Who?
Let's look at the evidence.
This is your boy, Shane Kelley from Small Town Xotics, OG sponsor of the Whole Back Rack podcast. Yeah. Dive right into that Snakes in the Fat Man contest and vote for my girl, Jana King, ASM Royal Tails. Oh, yeah. You heard me. Only Jana King. Only. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. This is your boy, Shane Kelley from Small Town Xotics.
I don't actually think that was edited at all. That's what's really surprising.
No, that was the OG sponsor, Mr. Shane Kelley, telling you
he was told not to pick someone, but I'm pretty sure that's clear evidence that he
undeniable, unrefutable evidence. Shane Kelley loves the holdback rack and is voting for me.
Wow. Stunning.
Shocking news. Hot take right now. You guys saw it. So, Shane Kelley.
I think you should vote because I mean, Shane, it's from Shane's mouth.
Yeah. He's kind of a big deal in case you guys didn't know. So maybe we should all just listen to him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Shane.
I'm not sorry. That's funny shit, and he's gonna love it. So as you guys can tell, I'm pretty sick. But that has not slowed us down, and I am still campaigning very hard. If you don't know about the contest, you've been living under a rock, and go to my Instagram and educate yourself, and then go to Snakes and the Fat Man and vote for me. Okay, because second place is still last. So help me out. We can do it. We can do it. Okay, I can win.
Put that video of Shane on your Instagram so people can.
Yeah. Oh,
double check
the evidence. Yeah, that's right. It absolutely will be going up after this. I just didn't want to ruin the effect.
Right. I just want to make sure people can view all the evidence for sure. And Shane will be on Bullshit on November 25th. So next Friday. When are you on Bullshit?
That's a great question. I'm
also looking. November 25th.
That would be hot. See, he does pick me. No, he's never gonna vote for me, and it makes me so sad because I think if he wasn't our sponsor, he might actually vote for me.
He might vote for you. He just has to make it look like he's not voting for you because he's biased. So there has to be like the perception of lack of bias.
So I am on Bullshit After Dark, Friday, December 2nd at 6 p.m.
Okay, so the next week.
Pacific Standard Time.
All right.
Is that next week? God, I don't even know.
Well, then a week after Shane. Shane's next week. You're the following week.
Cool. If I get Shane's vote, it will be because I literally dove headfirst into cactuses or something. Because I mean, I guess I'm driving to New Mexico today.
To drive into. I don't think Arizona. You have to drive into fall into cactuses. Let me just.
I don't know. I'd have to do something amazing and really, really be like a clear front runner. But second isn't cutting it, guys. Second isn't getting me there with Shane, and I need your help because the judges are 75% of the vote. So help me out with the popular vote. Help me out with the judges, okay? Please.
Yeah. So check out Shane. Thanks, Shane, for that glowing endorsement. And Morph Market, Instagram,
wait.
YouTube.
Dive on it.
We could do a podcast of just you impersonating random people in the reptile industry, and as you went on, you were more drunk.
That's right.
Like if people couldn't guess it,
I got my coffee. My coffee.
Forward Motion is here.
Hi.
Redstrum Reptiles. Yep. Pipstalkers came back in, and then you earned Bod's vote. Excellent. And
yeah, thank you.
Okay, not that we've talked about it recently, but we still care about 5-star reviews for podcast platforms because like the audio only part of it is its own creature.
Totally.
So we did have a 5-star review from George Beckett. Thank you so much. So if you do that, you get like a front of the show shout out because like all of our friends in like the Philippines and random people in Portugal and wherever they don't usually get access it from here. It's like an independent system. So that is still a shout outable event.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Richard, I got no love for jumping into the blackberry bushes. I got told I was wearing protection when I was just trying to be funny wearing a onesie. It had nothing to do with protection. And then everybody's like bitching that like, oh, I didn't get any scrapes or cuts. I mean, this is what my whole back looks like. And I mean, like I definitely got dinged by the blackberries. Can you guys see that on the screen? I don't know if you can.
I can tell something's happening, but
it's like
in the comments,
I just get no love like that. I was like that it was lame or something. It's supposed to be lame, but it's like I threw down the gauntlet and Gray Family Snakes is the only one that's risen to the occasion and responded, and that was funny shit. Did you see their little
with Justin?
No. She fucking put on the same exact onesie as me. How the hell they had that?
No,
and she's standing in front of this giant motherfucking cactus. And she's like, and she like does the whole like zip up thing, except for underneath her onesie, she has on their shirt instead of Chris Eaton's.
Right.
It's fucking classic. I mean, she just nailed it. And then it cuts to like her jumping into the cactus. And they throw one of their kids' little Care Bears into it. It's so good.
I'll have to watch it.
Good job, Gray Family Snakes. You are the best. That was awesome. And everybody else is just bitching about how I didn't hurt myself enough. But I haven't seen anything from them. So, Richard, you said somebody else threw down a gauntlet. Who else did? I don't know. Dayquil Jana.
Where are you finding the onesies, Jana? On Amazon?
Amazon, Party City. So I have a Care Bear onesie. I actually have two. My whole family was Care Bears a couple of years back. And then I have a unicorn onesie because my whole family was unicorns like last year or the year before. You know how these things happen. So there will be a video of me doing something crazy in a unicorn onesie. Not for protection, assholes, just because it's weird and fun and I can. So, oh, maybe I should be nice. I don't mean assholes. Trying to be nice. We're all friends here. I just mean like, oh, and there's also like talk of tattoos. We'll see. You guys stay tuned.
Jesus. Mary and Joseph. So do you have any like, you were on Adams. We didn't really get to talk about Adams. And then you were on...
We talked about Adams last week, didn't we?
We had a guest, so we didn't really talk about it. Just like for a second.
Okay.
If you had any like post Adam or post Sansum Stegatorium reflection.
I've got lots. I could just talk the whole episode. We'll never even get to the episode.
I mean, just like, did you enjoy? Was it weird being like behind the scenes on someone else's podcast and seeing how they do it? Was it interesting?
It was super weird the first time, and you guys all probably noticed that I was like, I'm nervous and like I acted like an idiot a little bit. Adam was super sweet and nobody in the comments was mean and nobody called me out when he was like, give me your elevator pitch. And then I just like started talking about ASM instead of talking about the contest. I was super nervous, you guys. I know that Jessica and I talk on here every week, but it's totally a different animal when you're with someone else. And like Jessica has my back, you know, like as much shit as we flip each other. If I start going off the rails, girl reels me back in, you know, like right now, she just redirected me like ADHD Jana. Oh my gosh, I'm hurting a crazy fucking cat, guys, help. She's got my back.
I need like a spray bottle.
Yeah, no.
Something.
You know, and so like she keeps me in line. And so if I had done that on our show and just went off on this weird tangent, she would have redirected me. But Adam was much too polite and just let me talk for 2 fucking hours. He did redirect me and re-ask me the question, which I sincerely appreciate because I was so nervous and I was just like,
anyway. You didn't seem too nervous. Like you figured it out. So
I figured it out. But see, when I'm nervous, I do stupid shit like answer questions wrong or like poor Andrew. I knew Andrew was in the contest, but like I doubted myself and I didn't have like Jana. I didn't have Jessica standing there going, it's okay, Jana. You know that's right. That's correct. You got this shit. You know, like I'm just used to having someone there that like fact checks me. And so I just doubted myself and I was nervous and it was a hot mess. And Adam was wonderful. And I had a really good time. I feel like I could have talked on his show for 10 hours, which no one wants to listen to 10 hours of me talking, but I really appreciate that he let me come on. I really appreciate that he let me just like fumble around for a while. I feel like we had a good discussion on biosecurity. I know he pulled that clip out separate and put it on his YouTube, so you can just check that part out. I mean, it was a good time. And I invited him onto our show. So Jessica and I'll have to figure that out. And he said that he didn't think he could play because that's like a different hat. But I think if we get a couple of beers in him.
What do you mean play? Like he didn't listen.
He's how many like people
he's caught sucking dick in like the walk-in cooler in like the back of some kitchen somewhere? All of them.
Oh, you just want to talk about that? Oh, I want to hear him play like his music.
Oh, yeah, I don't. If he doesn't want to play, there's nothing weirder than like tricking somebody into playing Wonderwall at a party, and then they only actually know like 6 chords. I'm sure he knows more than 6 chords.
No, he's a performer. He knows.
I know, but I don't know.
I think that if we did like a late night, like after dark, and we got a beer or 2 in him, lots of crazy shit could happen.
Okay.
Like appropriate shit and totally respectful shit, but music. I think we could get cool stories. I think it would be a fun time. I think he'd have a good time. And then I was also on Brian's What's in Your Cup. And
I was waking up for that. How'd you feel about that?
So, I mean, like, shit's been crazy over here, and I've been a hot train wreck. And so I haven't been sleeping very good anyway. So it really wasn't any different.
Okay.
But it was so much fun. It was fun. Like his crowd's real fun to interact with. Like he has hardcore fans and apparently they can't handle boobs. And so I got called a snack for the first time in my life. Like bucket list unlocked. Like, hello, thank you.
Those boys, they've been alone too long. Somebody needs to show them some boobs or something. Keep it
right.
fun.
So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe I need to be pushing my ad campaign. Like, do you guys really want to watch on January 1st 2 hours of Chris Eaton and another dude talking about snakes in their basement, or do you want to watch boobs? I mean, let's be honest. Okay, would you rather look at me for 2 hours or some dude bro?
Right, with a beard, probably.
With a beard
and a belly.
I mean, not all of them. Some of them are pretty cute, but
whoa. Okay, wait. Stop. Shut the front door. Real quick. Smash or pass?
Oh God.
Smash or pass, go.
Married.
Not married. This is just
He's
smash
not
or pass.
married. Isn't that his wife right
I'm
there?
just saying it's hypothetical. This is a smash or pass game. It's not
this feels mean.
You can say smash all, like control alt smash.
Well, can I smash him and the girl?
Yeah. This is a free smash or pass. Some of these people I like only know from their 15 minutes. So like this isn't like a reflection on anything. This is just a dumb way to get Jana to feel uncomfortable for a second.
I'm totally uncomfortable because I can't tell what he actually looks like.
Okay, then just pick 3 to smash. How about that?
No, keep going.
No.
Keep going.
Reggie?
Going. I'd smash Reggie.
Wait.
I would smash Bree and I'd smash Jen
Courtney?
Kate.
Yeah.
Oh,
how about
they're so family friendly. I feel really dirty saying that I would totally.
This is smash or pass. The rules are clear.
I would smash Leviathan snakes.
Okay,
like, so
even
hard.
2 of them at the same time. It's fine.
Both
That's
of
how
them.
babies are born.
Okay.
Okay, come
I'd
on.
smash Courtney and Steven could join in, but
you wish it was just Courtney, is what you're saying.
A little bit. Maybe he could just watch because I like that. That's cool.
Okay, Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly would not smash me back, and so I don't like unwilling, so no thanks.
She might smash it. You don't know. Okay, Adam, he's here.
Well, we all know the answer to that question.
Yourself. Do you smash yourself?
All day, every
all
day.
What? Gray's Family Snakes?
Yeah, we're gonna just make that happen. She is actually right now getting some upgrades. Thinking about you, girl. Let me know when you're feeling better.
Oh shit. Shannon's
cool as fuck.
All right, mini smashes have occurred.
Mini smashes. Bam! There you go, guys.
All right, sorry.
Adam is pimping the fact that he is a hot pilot. All you single ladies.
What does he fly though?
Slide into his DMs. Don't you fly a helicopter?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Comment below.
I talked to him on Instagram. Can we talk about something that is completely unrelated for like 1 second?
Sure.
Did you watch Top Gun: Maverick?
The new one?
Yeah.
I haven't. And what's really like fucked up about that is that they filmed a bunch of shit here.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a good movie. But the best ambiguously gay volleyball scene, right, is in the first Top Gun. And they had their beach football shirtless, obviously kind of gay scene. Way too many women involved. Okay. Not interested in like maybe like a co-ed get together. I want confused male gay sexual tension on the big screen.
That's just because you're into like reverse harem shit.
Yes.
That's her jam.
I'm just saying they took away my like
she has
hanging
a
with
secret,
the boys. You know, guys like chest bumping and like clapping and
she
the pants are too tight. They're way
muddy,
too tight.
dirty novels. And I can't tell you who she is or she'd kick me off the show, guys.
Listen.
I think
you should watch it, but I need you to like 1-for-1 compare their beach scenes.
I will. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, this is homework. Science we're talking about here.
Yes, check.
Okay, we're moving on. I just was like, it's not the same. It doesn't hold up.
Oh, Will's hella heat. You're late.
Oh,
no excuses. No excuses.
Yeah, it's basically a soft reboot. It is the whatever sequel version of A New Hope. We shouldn't talk about Star Wars though. It'll make me mad. All right, moving on. Let's do our shitty main topic, Jana. Can we do that? Are you ready?
I don't know. Did we get to roll our shit?
Yep.
I didn't talk about Brian.
Okay. What?
Oh, did I? I can't.
I mean, kind of.
I begged him to let me.
One question. Small question. Did you avoid topics on purpose?
Like which topics?
I don't know if I want to bring it up because I don't know if we're avoiding it.
Bring it up.
Like, was there like an active attempt to avoid any topic? Let me put it that way.
Are you asking about the photo?
No.
Oh, okay. Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Good.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You'll have to tell me later.
Okay.
Or throw it up in the private chat.
Yeah, I was just like, oh no, are they going to talk about it? And then you didn't. And I was like, oh, probably thank God. All right. Any other comments? I like Brian's show. It's fun. He's doing his last Friday night show tonight.
I don't think I brought my vape, although I shouldn't be vaping when I'm this sick. Dang it.
Yeah.
Life's hard, guys.
So I'll be in his show tonight.
You're going to be on his show?
No, just like I'll just be there to say goodbye or whatever.
Yeah. It's his last show tonight. For that, his goal was 100 and he's hitting it tonight. I've been begging him. Now he probably thinks I'm like a stage 5 clinger or a class 5 stalker. It was so much fun. Like just like a lighthearted vibe. Honestly, I've never we talk about my boobs all the time, but it felt like half the episode was about my boobs.
Well, if
there's some thirsty men in them comments, is all I'm saying, and it was kind of fun.
Was that one your preferred format to Adam's more normal format? No offense to Adam, but or you like both equally?
I think they both have their place.
Right, but I mean, you just had more fun.
Really informal, and there weren't any restrictions, and I could just be myself. And I mean, not that I wasn't myself on Adams. I don't mean that in any disrespect. I just mean I felt like I was among friends and similar. I was not worried about offending Brian at all. I wasn't worried that my boobs were offending him. I wasn't worried that my language was offending him. It just felt real cash. And then he's really fun to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just enjoyed talking to him, and I felt like we got along really well, and it was a good time.
All right, can I ask one more question? Why weren't you on the Friday night show instead, or something
the one where you have to show your snakes?
Well, there's the Battle of the Balls, so not that, because that season's already started or whatever, but yeah, the one where you show your snakes, you just talk about, because sometimes they just have a random person on that one. Did he want you on the What's in Your Cup on purpose? I just wanted to figure out
I'd have to go and read my messages to see if it was me that said it or he that said it, but that's what I was shooting for, is What's in Your Cup.
Oh, you wanted to wake up at 3. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, good job this week. That's all my questions, really. I think Adam might be scared of me slightly, but that's okay.
Adam Proper Royals or Adam Benevolent Reptiles?
No, Proper Royals.
No. Adam, we love you. Nothing but love. Don't take any of this as criticism. I would happily come talk your ear off anytime. And hopefully after the holidays, we will have you on ours and we can talk about apparently blowjobs in restaurants, which are a thing. I don't know. You could come on our show and maybe
there's 2 classes of humans that are weird to me: strippers and kitchen staff. They're just like, whoa, this is too much.
You know, if I hadn't have grown up like uber conservative, I probably would be a stripper. So like, you're doing a podcast with a stripper, like.
No, I don't think you understand.
No.
There's strippers and there's strippers. And it's one day we'll share all of our secrets, but
okay,
that's not today.
Today.
There's too much cocaine on like mirrors in the bathroom, and you're like, God damn it, we're not having fun again. Anyway, moving on. This is about snakes, I think, sort of. Let's do this. Vote for Jana.
Team King. Woo. Oh, I mean Team Jana.
All right.
Hey, look, those are some of my snakes.
We're doing top 5 favorite pairings, but it's kind of just like some pairings.
I know, and this looks like totally like, hey, I got 2 normals in there, guys. Look at my really awesome snakes. It's het normal to het normal. But I swear that this is an important pairing. Okay, so just hear me out. Okay, everybody listening, I'm super embarrassed. I'm like, the most important pairing of the year is like het normal, het normal.
Listen, it's just about like what this pairing it does for your collection. What are the features of the animals that you're looking to build on? Why this is an important pairing to use? Anything like that. So just go for it.
Okay, so the male. This was my big shot male for the season because I didn't get a Kiki male. He is a Krypton. Anybody doesn't know, that's an allelic het, basically like Candino, or what's the other one? Krypton. Anyway, it's het clown, het cryptic, and then he's also het for desert ghost and genetic stripe. And he's actually going to a couple of really big females of mine, one of which is another recent acquirement of this year, my female that's double het G-stripe clown. So I do actually have a chance of hitting G-stripe clown this year if she goes, which would be pretty exciting.
Okay, is that it?
Yep.
Did you produce these or buy them?
I bought both of them.
Do you remember where? Or do you want to say?
I have no idea. I'd have to look. Sorry.
Okay. Wow. Shitty corn snakes. So these are both from Don Soderbergh. This animal was labeled as a lava cinder ? That's how it was labeled. And then this one was labeled lava cinder 66 het sunkiss. They're actually siblings. But I actually think this is a shatter. So a lava shatter. It's very weird looking. And I'm going to breed them together and make more because they have like black eyes and they're very weird looking. They're like pink and gray. So they look kind of like a ghost or something. The female's a little small, but corns, you can keep them awake over the winter and just keep feeding them. And then they just might breed slightly later in the year. But they'll both be 3 this year.
Okay, so she definitely is old enough.
Yeah, she just, I don't know. I didn't feed that heavy this summer. So a lot of the ones
I didn't either
that are little that should be 3 are like, I'm just going to keep them. I just won't brumate them. Shatters are cool. We've talked about shatters a lot. It's one of my favorites. But like these are like pink and gray shatters with black eyes. So I'm into it. And I don't mind breeding siblings a little bit because I'm a bad person. All right.
Okay, so there's that male again. And then this is my mutation creation enhancer het G-stripe girl. So all of their babies will be that aren't visual anything will be het enhancer DG whatever, and then het Krypton, and then 66 G-stripe. But pretty excited about this pairing, and I tried to breed this girl kind of towards the end of last season with my male enhancer het G-stripe, but I think she's going to go pretty early in the season this year. And we'll be able to tell whose sperm she chose, because if all the babies are Desert Ghost. Then
so you're gonna keep them and back up?
No, I just mean that she had locks with the enhancer het.
Oh, okay. Are you selling them? I thought you were thinking about selling them.
Yeah, no, I'm probably selling him. I'm still trying to decide because this guy kind of replaces him, but it just depends on what het you're trying to get, because this one makes basically like a het clown, and the other guy makes a het enhancer. So anyway, I'm still figuring it out, still playing with stuff. I'm trying to be really extra intentional with my pairings this year. I don't plan on doing as many pairings as I did last year. I still probably have some downsizing to do, and just be doing the heavy hitters. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Boa stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he's so sexy.
So she's 5 years old now, and he's 2.5, 3 or whatever. So they're good to go. She did try to kill him last week, so that was pretty fun. So I pulled him out of her mouth, and we'll try again in a couple weeks. But this would make basically hypo VPI IMG combos, because he's not het anery type 1. This one was produced by Motion Reptiles, and this one was produced by, holy balls, somebody in Europe, and it was imported by Reptilis Reptiles, so Stephen Tillis, because they used to trade. He would send bloods out there, and then they would send boas here, and they would sell the other person's stuff. So I actually bought both of these with the testing guarantee, so it's not impossible, boys and girls, to get high-end stuff that way. And both are negative for Arena, and have been since always. And this one has like the really classic widow peaked VPI look. And I have her sister too, who doesn't have that, has like thin saddles. But I want like these, like a thick saddle on like the top that it's like widow peaked. Which, whatever. Boa stuff, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so in the comments, help me decide the pairing here, guys. What would you do? Would you do clown pied to clown pied, or would you do bongo yellow belly het clown to pastel clown pied? What would you do, Jessica?
I thought you were getting rid of clown pied. Is that still no? Or yes?
Probably not this season. It's probably too late. So I think I'm just gonna breed it all and then think about it. So
I wouldn't do the bongo at all.
Really? I think that's actually a more valuable pairing than just straight clown pied.
I wouldn't do the clown pied either. But you never
throw like
to me.
DG to it or something, and I don't want to do that.
I'd breed the Krypton to it.
With G-stripe in the mix?
Just ignore it. There's enough people doing it that I'm like, they're obviously not unstable, right? But then you would make Kryptons 100% het pied.
The comments are saying bongo, so maybe I'm onto something there.
The bongo pieds aren't that cool to me. Maybe I'm a bad person. But bongo clowns are cool. But the bongo pieds.
But the bongo clown pied hasn't been made yet.
But it's also in the wobbler complex, so I'm assuming it's going to be. It's lower pattern than like a blackhead one. That's all I'm saying. I think you should breed the Krypton to it, in my opinion, or the enhancer head G-stripe, or whatever.
Well, if I breed the Krypton to it, then it's gonna just be 50% DG.
Test those little bastards for Desert Ghost.
Hey, but have you gotten any of your test results, bitch?
People are getting them back. That's in the news. And they have
okay.
released their like new updated timeline. I would go for the quads before going for. I know you like bongo. Just go breed it to like. You can do whatever you want. You're an adult, right? But.
Are we sure about that, especially on Dayquil?
Like the bongo pied clowns the bongo pastel clowns are kind of lame.
Oh, well, that's true all the way, but I can't help that my female has pastel. It is what it is.
Right, but you could breed it to a desert ghost or enhancer type operation because you're going to do that anyway. What is the I think it should be neither of these animals. But what do the people think? Let's go to the people. Blue Balls thinks it should be the bongo. Pied to Pied. I mean, you would make more money that way. You just wouldn't be like making a progression.
Well, would I make more money because any males I would sell, any females I would keep, and the males' price is dropping a lot because I don't have any good genes in there. I also could probably talk to Stone Age and talk to him about like a breeder loan because he has a leopard enchi clown pied male. So I've been kicking that around too. He doesn't have any idea. I just totally launched that on him live
Surprise.
Right now. Surprise! I don't even know if he's still listening, but
you would keep all of the female clown pieds produced if
I was going to keep the project for sure.
But you don't know if you're keeping the project.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I'm going to keep the project and get rid of my pied project. But I also have a JKR pastel yellow belly enchi pied that I can throw to her and make all pieds het clown. But that feels like a waste of her.
Yeah.
And then I have my Mojave leopard double het that you're like, fuck that noise. That's a waste of time.
It is a waste of time. Bongo over the clown pied says Grimdale clutch.
Bod's like, yeah, send her my way.
Look, Beast Morph agrees with me. Listen. One day you'll believe me. It's always a pulling teeth type thing.
Yeah, Jessica's always right.
I'm not always right, but I have your best interest at heart. So even though Bongo is cool, you go get a Cypress Krypton 66% het DG. Why don't you test it, Bods? That would be cool. Although the Cypress pieds are high white. I just like Krypton in general because I think he's very flexible for you. And we have the testing so you can test the females, test the males, whatever. It's worth it in that kind of pairing.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. Would it be financially viable? Oh, absolutely. Because pretty much any of her babies are worth, the girls anyway, are worth, even if they're just double hets, if they have any other genes. Well, even just what's a double het? Well, the market sucks right now. They used to be like 1,000. What are they now? Probably nothing.
For clown pieds? Just clown pied? Or clown pied enhancer? Or pos enhancer?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's gotten weird because some people are like over concerned and so their prices are really low. And some people are like still living in last year and some people are living in 2020 still. And there's probably a price that's more correct, but I don't know what that is. But for $60, if you can add $1,000 of value to a female,
sounds absolutely worth it. Yeah,
especially if you're going to keep it. Like, good, great. I'll test stuff that isn't even like worth it because like the
just knowing and not the time invested. Yeah,
right. Just not having to keep it to double check is worth it for sure, even if it doesn't seem like it's worth it.
But you also shouldn't be making choices based on the market right now because the market's going to stabilize in 18 months. So
that's a very specific forecast. I don't think it's going to stabilize in any specific amount of time from now.
I think that it's going to start to uptrend again in about 18 months. We'll see.
I don't know. I'll have to see. If you look at the crypto markets right now, it's really fun. Oh, this is me.
Those are some hot animals. I'm a little jealous.
So this GHI Extreme Gene Clown is from Nick Soul. I think is how you pronounce the last name, from Renowned Reptiles. And this is a Mystic Nanny Het Clown from Northern Regis. Deb Northern. Also disease tested. She's with awesome. Their permission. Both of them. Nick actually did it himself first and then sent it to me. And I'm like, that's probably too much work. So when I buy subsequent stuff from him, I'm just like, I'll test it on intake. And he's like, that makes me feel better. I didn't pick very many ball python ones because I'm not really excited about my pairings. Does that make me a bad person?
No, that's honest.
But I like nanny clowns because they're just a little bit busier than a normal clown. But I feel like there's like stuff to do there. Because they remind me of like a hurricane clown in terms of like things are a little wider and busier, but it's not like dramatic. Obviously, they're different, everybody. But hurricane GHI stuff looks good. So hopefully this doesn't look just like a really spread out GHI Mojave clown. Because this one's already like very spready to begin with. She's a little small, so she might not go anyway.
Well, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like her a lot. And he's persistently troubles me with het tri-stripe looking babies.
Yes, he does. He persistently troubles you with lots of things.
I would like to know if he's het tri-stripe or not. If he's actually an extremist. Please, RGI, hurry up on tri-stripe. That'd be great. Thank you.
Beast Morphs, can we pull his up?
Which one? I'm way up somewhere. Beast Morph says
the market is under a correction. Prices went way up during COVID. Those prices aren't coming back for those animals. Add some genes and you'll get those prices. Yeah, okay. So what I was saying, guys, calm down. I know that COVID was a fake inflation of the market. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that all the COVID babies got in, and now the people who aren't serious are getting out. So they're all dumping breeder females. They're dumping babies. They're dumping their everything, and they're crashing market prices because they just want to sell animals and get the hell out. So I think that a lot of the people who are looking at the market situation and the 50,000 ball pythons on Morph Market for sale are going to be pairing conservatively this year.
I hope they are.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing from people who are intelligent.
Right. But did you watch Justin's little clip? He's like, you should pair them all anyway, because you never know what pairing will result in an animal that you didn't know you needed.
I think that's terrible.
Justin, stop.
Terrible advice.
Explain the rest of that video because he's because in the comments,
it's like totally out of context.
Please. And then he's like, "There's more to the video," and we're like, "We didn't show it." So everyone's assuming shit.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, if everybody responsibly pairs a lot less and more conservatively towards the nicer, higher end things in their collection, that's going to create less inventory, in the next year to 18 months, because the rest of us have been pairing conservatively. And so as ball python numbers go down, the demand can go back up. I'm not saying that the prices are going to go back up. I'm not saying that the market's going to fly off the charts again. I'm just saying that there's a natural ebb and flow anyway to the industry, irrespective of COVID. And with all of us making less babies, and with all the, the people who jumped on the train during COVID getting out because they're busy now and don't want to take care of animals, and they think that the world's ending in the ball python industry, that's all going to start to trickle away, and the market's going to come back in and stabilize. And we're going to be creating less animals, less het freezers, less other things. So I think, 18 months to 2 years is going to become more stable again. I don't think that the prices are going to be crazy like they were during COVID. I'm not talking about prices or anything. I'm just talking about the fact that there's 50,000 ball pythons right now for sale. And I think that it's going to take a while for it to.
Right. He did. He took a long video and clipped it, which is fine because he's trying to make it real. But he has these like tiny little bits that, because it's for his Patreon only people, but everyone like assumes things based on that, and then he tries to like do damage control in the comments. But I don't like there's definitely like it's not a zero-sum game, but sometimes it feels like that. Like if I've heard people say I will pair less because I think the market doesn't need more of what I'm going to pair. And then I've heard people like I'm going to pair more because I predict people pair less, and then I will outcompete them with numbers. So there's a lot of like, I don't know, reverse psychology, weird stuff happening. And I assume prices will go back to the 2017 prices where like almost every single gene, everything is $50. Like there's no, which won't be that good in general.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a position to build your higher end projects right now, those people that are getting out, that are just trying to sell snakes, there is an opportunity to get, breed ready females or larger sub-adult females. Just make sure that you're testing on intake and know where you're getting your snakes, and know that they're getting out for lame reasons and not colony collapse and biosecurity, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Just
yeah.
Keep that in
mind.
Mean,
this isn't really supposed to be about that, but I think people should pair stuff because they just want a large portion of the production. They want to see what that makes. They want to breed those babies. So even if you never sell any of it, you don't care because it's all personal satisfaction. Or whatever.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to be really intentional, because there was a number of clutches that I produced this year where I didn't want any of the babies, and I don't want that to happen this year at all. So
and if you have to sit on them for 3 years, you don't care because you want.
Oh darn! Yes, exactly. And so this is another pairing of mine. This is obviously very simple clown pied to pinstripe double het clown pied. It's very self-explanatory. Just trying to get more genes into the clown pied, maybe produce some visuals, because I think I am going to keep clown pied. So I'd like to have some females to hold back.
It is the shame of my life that I like pinstripe.
I do love pinstripe.
How do you feel about that?
I love pinstripe, and I love pinstripe in pied. So
the great tragedy is that we're a bunch of basic bitches. Fuck. All right. I just like busy, dark, evil little ball pythons. That's like my jam. So I would take that even without it recessive if it's evil. Like I sold those Blackhead boys very quickly in this market because they're just like crunchy little evil demon ball pythons, and that's very cool to pet people, and they'll pay more for like a little evil one than just like whatever. So I will make Blackhead combos till my eyes bleed. And it's the end of days. More corn snakes. Holy balls. What an idiot. So, have you ever heard of zombie motley corn snakes? So zombies are a low belly reptile. So Carol Huddleston line of motley corn snakes that are very pale. Usually have really pale head. And they're all het cinder. So they have like the het cinder effect. And motleys don't have black as it is. So they're like these really pale steel blue and red floaty saddles. And they're all absolute monsters when they eat. So they'll fly out of the cage like a king snake. And I had one try to eat me. Or like a hognose. And corn snakes aren't normally like that, but I'm into this. Let's promote like monster corn
get eaters.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I'm gonna breed my male zombie to another LBR, but like unrelated. Miami Motley Tessera. So Motley and Tessera, when they combine together, smooth everything out, and they almost look like a stripe, but it's more like the allelic combo. It's not allelic, sorry, but the combo of Tessera plus Motley makes this like smooth, uniform red and blue stripe.
That is a gorgeous snake. Also, Julie in the comments is saying she would like to be on that list.
Which list? Jana's list?
No, for one of your babies.
Oh, fuck. Julie, I have so many things. I'll send you 10 for free. Okay.
Just of these guys, she's saying.
Right. So since they're both homozygous motley, we'll have all motleys. Half of them will be het cinder, so we'll have that extra punchy steel color, and then half of them will be tessera motleys. So we'll have more that look like this. And this one's from JT at Silent Hill Reptiles, and this one is directly from Carol, but these are from Carol's lines. And so I don't know, Jana, I just like corn snakes. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You rock your corn snakes, girl.
I have like 150 baby corn snakes still, and I have like 40 holdbacks, and I think that's an error. You know what I'm saying?
So this pairing is, I'm hoping for a pastel yellow belly blackhead double het female.
I thought you were selling this male.
Yeah, I was planning on it, but I didn't get a replacement, so
here we go.
Here we go. And pastel and yellow belly both play well with Kiki, and I want to get blackhead into my Kiki. This girl didn't go for me this year. So this
Are
is
you
a pairing.
sure that's a blackhead G-stripe?
I'm not 100% sure, but I really trust the buyer, the person who sold it from me, the seller. Anyway, so we'll see. That's why I don't want to pair her with like a visual G-stripe, because I want to see the babies. So I mean, really, she doesn't look like my normals, and she doesn't look like my cinnamons. So I think she really is.
Yeah, she looks like something. I'm just like, G-stripe. They can be lots of things, but it's hard.
I genuinely believe that she is a blackhead, and I would love to at least a yellow belly blackhead double het girl. I struck out this year on double het girls. So, and plus now I've is this in the news? The Justin video, is that in the news? Or okay, so I guess I won't talk about it now. But my plans that Jessica has been pissing on for the last 2 years.
I have never pissed on anything except for the graves of my enemies.
Well, yeah, so we'll talk about it later. But just trying to build that head army. And so, I mean, I have a bunch of G-stripe clown double het pairings this year, but this is probably the one that I'm most excited about based on confirming information about my other genes of choice that I might as well just throw in the fucking trash.
You don't have to throw them in the trash. They're still good snakes. We just have to figure out how to use them smartly. Marshall said the industry reminds him of how it was in 2012, 2015. We should get Marshall on. Maybe we should just do it next week. I want to know like the old
Marshall. Are you going to be free on Black Friday, or are you going to be out with the crazies? So
yeah. Well, we could do like how to stay in the black with Marshall Van Thorn on Black Friday. I don't know.
Leviathan, welcome. The people who are kicking my ass. Let's pull them up on the screen. Give them a little extra screen time that they don't fucking need. Mwah.
Are they going to be your Tanya Harding?
Oh, they're so sweet and they're so kind. Like, you can't help but fucking adore them. They are the best people ever. So it's like, how can you? I can't even like trash talk them. I can't even,
that's what
skate
they
out
want,
onto the ice and hit him
with a baseball
bat.
Antoine wants. He wants you to make fun of him.
They're adorable, and I already said that I would smash them. So,
okay,
they're great people. If they beat my ass, they beat my ass. I just adore them, and thank you for joining us. I really appreciate the support.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Marshall said no. One of these days. The other thing we could do is we could do smash and pass on black snakes and just have a guest come in to do smash and pass. Like just someone funny. Do you think Justin would ever do smash and pass?
Not with us, but
what if we sang sermon like hymns in between? Do you think that would like even it out?
Maybe.
I'm kidding. Moving on. All right. This is a great pairing. I just wish you'd had the chance. I have the same problem where you're like, fuck, it's too late now. And then you're like, whoopsie. Why don't you send her to me and I'll breed her to the
GHI
banana calico yellow belly clown.
Okay, well, I gotta take her temperature and see what her
Yeah, his wieners aren't ready though. I've looked at them real close.
Well, she built to
soon.
like to like 25 or something, so she's not going to go soon.
Okay. Last one. More dumb corn snakes. These are normal corn snakes. I guess this one has the tessera mutation. But I bought another new male to replace Ron Burgundy.
Because his babies were jerks, right?
Yeah, they were a little not as good at eating as I wanted from the get-go, even from mothers who had produced stronger babies before. And they were slightly too much yellow at the neck. You see how this one has a little bit of neck yellow here? I can't zoom in. So just imagine there's a...
Hang on, peeps in the comments. I'm going to move you off my screen so I can see, because I couldn't find my glasses. So now I'm blind as a bat.
See how there's the hint of yellow?
Yes.
That is what I'm worried about, right? So in the other animal, there's slightly more yellow. And in this animal, there's like the teeniest residual yellow too. So we're
trying to get away from that?
No yellow.
No yellow. Cool.
We want.
I think the one on the right that's a nice Xotics.
Whoops. Correct. But this one isn't an Xotics at all. I'm trying to get these borders and this clarity in the same animal with tessera or non-tessera pattern mutation.
Yeah, that's a nice fucking snake.
And there's I just want it. This is what I want. This is my favorite pairing. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe.
No, it doesn't.
But that's it for pairings, because I like things that are dumb.
Old man pies and clowns pythons. I've been pretty quiet in the videos lately. Is he responding to somebody? I'm confused.
I don't know. What's up? I haven't heard you before to speak.
Well, hi.
Maybe a couple Fridays from now, sis. And I actually have a trillion more pairings, and I'm sure you do too.
Oh, I have tons, and I have tons more in the projects that I'm showing. You know, like my main two projects are Enhancer Kiki and Desert Ghost Clown Pied. But you know, you said 5, so that's what you guys got.
Right. I just thought like if we like went through our list, it started to get like, yeah, I'm making more hets, double hets. I'm making more corn.
You guys
snakes.
don't give a fuck, do you? Right? I mean,
but like this is like an idea of the ideas of the pairings. They're like centered around these sort of ideas.
Right. Well, and if I sell off the Clown Pied project, and then I'm sorry, guys, this shirt is just like, is that better? Anyway, if I sell off the Clown Pied project, I'd be investing in the Kiki project further, and so I may do that. But I don't know. I'm gonna breed them this season. Maybe I'll sell everything and make the money off the babies and the adults. We'll see. Yeah,
it's all right. Life's hard. All right, I have an intermission. Are you ready for an intermission?
Intermission.
You have no knowledge of this intermission.
Oh, Jesus. She's about to spring something on me, guys.
It's totally something that you don't know about, and nor does our people. I just want to share, and this is for kids. This is fun, slippery dick facts for kids. If you ever needed to know about slippery dicks, now is the time. Because, also for kids, it was not safe for work, but now it's definitely safe for work. It's also for kids. So let's talk about slippery dicks, Jana. Where do slippery dicks live? Where have you encountered a slippery dick?
You just said it was safe for kids. Am I allowed to say?
Listen, this is our little intermission.
Slippery dicks in the slippery caves.
Exactly. They prefer shallow caves, though. Also, how big do slippery dicks get?
Shallow, tight caves.
Slippery dicks can be 4.7 to 9 inches. Some of these dicks are quite small. Some of them quite robust. How cute are slippery dicks, Jana?
Well, I mean, I'm a fan. Everybody knows this. Some people aren't a fan. Some people don't like to look at slippery dicks, but
how do they communicate?
I think they're beautiful.
They use visual communication.
It's hard for them to communicate.
I'm sorry.
What do they eat? Oh my.
Are they poisonous?
Oh my.
Do slippery dicks make a good pet? Yes, they do. You could keep your own dick with you if you wanted.
What
All right,
the
Jana,
fuck
last
is
one.
this?
Do humans gobble slippery dicks?
Yes. We gobble all the slippery dicks.
This is for kids, by the way. Let's remember. Let's go back to the top.
Is this a real thing? Or did you do all this up in your spare time?
No, this is a real species of wrasse, and it's got the best name, it turns out. And I think about this wrasse almost daily. And I haven't shared it on the podcast yet because I didn't have a good context. And I was like, it's time. Out of context, let's go find a website about slippery dicks. And for the audio only people, it's a fish. It's a fish.
Okay. Mic
We're
drop.
Done. We're done.
Just log out. There is nothing that will ever beat slippery dicks for kids.
Yeah. Once you're older than 18, slippery dicks are not acceptable anymore. Ugh. No, one of these days I'm going to get a saltwater tank and I'm going to have slippery dicks just so I can be like, look at my slippery dicks.
Oh my gosh, it would be so fucking hilarious if we convince
John Bradley, send me a slippery dick in the mail. He had an aquatic store. I'm sure he was full of dicks.
It would be really fucking hilarious if Snake Discovery had a slippery dicks aquarium, and you know how they do like their big cue cards and stuff?
Yeah.
Richard, your friends. Richard needs to refer the dicks. You know that my dad's name is actually Richard, and he went by Dick because
right, that was the way. That's why this fish is named that, right? Like,
yeah, like he was born in the 40s, and when we were little, because he started going by Richard because it was no longer popular, but his mother still called him Dick because she'd been calling him Dick since he was born. And so she'd be like, Dick. And when we were visiting grandma, and we'd all like laugh and be like, Mommy, why is grandma calling daddy a bad name?
It's just funny. All of it's funny. And this is a real common name. I didn't make it up. And they're actually like a pretty cool species. But the first time I was ever introduced to this was in like ichthyology. My professor just like cold opened with a graph of like the slippery dick bite force versus the shell density of a snail. And he's like, well, and I was like, buddy. And it was the best. Dr. Philo, shout out.
Yeah,
my PhD I haven't wanted to drown in the end.
My dad's grandpa age. He's I'm the youngest of a lot of children. He's in his mid-70s, so definitely probably the same era as your grandpa.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do the news. Fuck it. We finished with dicks. Thank you for tolerating that. I tried to get a scientific paper for you. There was one about arousal and slippery dicks, and I couldn't get the full text because it was printed in 1984. Then I had to have to request it. But if anybody wants,
how do slippery dicks defend themselves?
That's a good question. Where do they go? Do they hide in caves?
You guys are gonna give me an asthma attack.
All right, it's time for news. Let's do the news. So Jana knew she was breaking the rules all along, but now she's in the clear. Mixed groups are now technically allowed on Morph Market.
Oh, they've always been allowed. Whatever.
They weren't allowed. They were against the terms of service.
Boo.
I just thought it was funny because I was always like, why are you doing that? And you're like, well, I don't feel like doing it. And I'm like, They obviously never took your ads down, did they?
No, never got sanctioned or messaged or anything. People love group deals.
I don't.
Bot, are you going to let us know how slippery dicks defend themselves? Because inquiring minds need to know.
All right, and here's the rules. They're actually like a very specific.
Tradesman Xotics. This is a not safe for work podcast. Hopefully
I know, what the heck?
Turn us on. Haha, turn us on. Right in the middle of work. You never know what crazy shit's going to happen on this podcast.
Hey, that part was safe for work, though.
Oh, it was? It was for kids.
Yeah, it was for kids.
For kids.
So check out the new rules on Morph Market. I'm glad they have the rules, but now they're like implementing them in a very specific way. And there's like, I'm selling my whole collection, which is like ironic because we were just talking about that. There's like collection sale rules. So check it out before you dump and run and do it correctly, because they'll ding you and message you if they start paying attention and we start messing it up. Because people have been doing collections in groups. I just don't know how much they've been like enforcing their own rules. Like there's this language has to be put in the post, like for an entire collection. It says copy and paste this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just fell asleep while you were reading rules.
Yawn. Listen, I'm gonna tell John Layman to
yawn.
Give you a spanking.
Well, he's welcome to give me a spanking anytime.
Okay. Guess what, Jana? More crested gecko talk. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's fine.
So the Sable cappuccino combination was announced, and it looks like an intermediate form. So the Super Sable looks like a little peanut. Still dark.
What's the next one next to that? The like white background one.
Also a Super Sable.
That's a sexy snake. I mean, whatever.
It's definitely a lizard. Holy shit.
Woo! The Dayquil's kicking in, everybody.
This is like just the contrast from the back. They have this dark charcoaly base, but it does have like a reduction in the amount of crests, but it's not as much as the super cap. But the super or the Sable cap is like an in-between. So they're thinking it might be an allelic combo that's giving an intermediate phenotype between the two. But obviously, since it was just born, nobody's bred it to see if we make caps and sables. This is breaking news.
Slippery dicks with brown geckos.
Little turds with legs. I don't know. This is just my mind.
Okay.
This whole
dark and scary place, guys.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm a kept woman, a housewife, and I sit around all day and I think about slippery dicks. Moving on.
Those military wives, watch out, guys.
Oh fuck, they'll take your man, no problem.
Don't worry, they'll give him back.
Well, once you get the bennies, then you're like, oh yeah, what's my next scam? And that's getting more slippery dicks, right? All right. I'm not going to go over this whole podcast because it's 2 hours long, but Flawless Crested Geckos was on the Gecko Pod. And for ball python people, they revealed the way to get back a deleted Instagram account.
What?
I don't even remember the time.
We need to be friends. Can we invite them on? They are like business savvy fucking people.
Yeah, we should probably have questions about crested geckos
everywhere. I just want to grill them about business and then figure out how I can apply it to my business. They're smart fucking people.
All right. Well, the way to do it is apparently to go onto Facebook, buy ads for your business for $20, or like run a set of ads. And then that is the only way you will have access to a Meta customer service human that you then tell them your Instagram account was like dirty deleted, and they will just turn it back on.
Wait. That bears repeating. Say it again.
So there's no way to talk to Meta's customer service until you buy ads. You get like positioned in a way that they care about you at that moment.
How do you buy ads if you've been dirty deleted?
On Facebook. You're buying an ad on Facebook attached to your Meta account. for your business. Just be like,
right.
$20. And then you will have the ability to contact customer service and be like, hey, by the way, my Instagram was deleted attached to this account for no reason. And then they're like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, we have our first bot in the comments.
Private photos are here.
Does that mean we've arrived? That's never happened before. Wow, I don't even know what to do about that. Okay. Oh, man. Why'd you do that? Like, we were like happening for a whole minute.
Well, they heard us talking about slippery dicks, and they knew they had to slide into our DMs ASAP.
Oh, they
but
did.
This is something I've never heard a ball python person talk about in any context. I haven't tried it. It sounds like it worked multiple times because somebody figured it out and shared it. So I would share it here. Thank you for talking about it. Follow us, Cressy Geckos. You guys are helping out, and I want you guys to do it too. I don't know how many people we know have lost it even just recently. Like 10, like recently.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I feel like we should call up Billy and be like, Billy, try this out.
Well, now it's too late. It doesn't matter because he's already put 9 months of work in the new one. Just saying, like, if you've recently had it delete, try this because it's fine. It's the only way to get customer service on. Now. Oh, Justin. It's okay, Jana.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm totally fine.
So this is Justin's episode from 7 days ago. I didn't watch today. Did he put one out today? I always miss Friday because we're like in the middle of
we're like in
stuff.
the middle of prep for the show, and he always dirty deletes or dirty uploads while we're busy.
Did you watch everything? I don't know if you want to go through every animal. The leopard G-stripe. The leopard enhancer or desert ghost G-stripe. So he's doing like an additive thing. The leopard spot nose DG G-stripe. He revealed that one like last month, right?
Yep.
Pretty
cool. Break my heart already. Get to it.
Desert ghost G-stripe clown. It's fine.
He's just doing it slow and painful, guys. Rip the damn.
So when I saw this animal on Morph Market, I think it's like over 15,000 or whatever. Wasn't sure if it was a leopard or just like a really busy Kiki. I guess it is now, but I still don't know. Like it's the same color palette as not all of them, but some of the Kikis I've seen.
It's pretty dark, actually.
I thought about getting the original video where Ninja Balls had it up. Ninja Balls looks like that too. The first one. I don't know. It has more, maybe, or wider ones. But let's just assume that it is. And then the leopard spot nose G-stripe clown. How do you think about it, Jana?
It makes me sad.
Why does it make you sad?
Well, we've had this conversation, especially in our Kiki episode, if you guys caught that. A hint of a stripe is great, but a full-on stripe, it's not where I want to go with the project. It's not where I want to see the project taken. I don't think it's what Justin wants either. The chevrons, it's not just the clown head that makes it exciting. It's the chevrons too. And exploding the chevrons is kind of what I want to do. And this is just pretty disappointing to me.
What if this is just a leopard Kiki and it's not actually, that other one wasn't a leopard Kiki and this isn't a leopard spot nose Kiki? What about that theory?
It's possible. It's possible. You're right. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, who am I to tell Justin that someone's not in a snake?
Right. It's all these ideas are speculative anyway, but I don't. It's hard to know. As I just don't know if this is a leopard. I mean, you've seen it too. Kikis can sometimes be chevroned or striped for the same gene. Like pastel,
There
will
is
chevron
actually
or
a very wide variety of results. So you're right. It's not conclusive that this is the direction to go. It just, this snake is not one that I would continue to, like, I wouldn't hold that back if I, was justed and had the luxury of.
All right. What do you think about the inchy one?
No, what is this supposed to be? Inchy leopard spot nose?
He says it's an inchy leopard spot nose G-shaped clown. It does have like a spot nose head on the other one, where I was like, is this maybe not spot nose? Like having the thing in the middle? Like, what if this is just an inchy leopard, Kiki?
It's so sad, man. It's just not what I want to see. It's not. But like I said, you can take plain Kikis, and there are some that are just fucking amazing, and then some that are more stripy like this, and that's not the look that I want. I want that like blank space on the back so you can tell that G-stripe is in there, but this is too much. This is too much for me.
All right, Jana, what about the inchy leopard DG G-stripe? It's basically dots and some pokey things.
Well, I mean, this is basically what you said, so. But you also have DG in there, so that's a reducer.
It's still cool. It looks sort of like a weird.
It's cool.
Cheetah or something.
But it's not what I had hoped for.
Yes. I think this is an inchy leopard DG. I'm just not sure. I'm convinced that all of these have spot nose in them. Like maybe they do, but maybe they don't.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
Like it's like if this truly is the leopard, wherever
I mean,
it went.
it's just really disappointing because inchy and leopard are pretty high on my list of things to put into the Kiki, and spot nose and yellow belly, and so it's just disheartening when that's the snakes that I have that are adult size now. Coming up with my top 5 pairings, it's like I'm like, well, I can't have leopard, can't have, like, what the fuck am I even doing right now? Just sell everything and start over.
Well, I think it can have leopard. It's just like, what's the version of it that will let leopard be the most exciting?
Well, not what he's doing.
No, I mean, it's a risk and a benefit of being like at the bleeding edge because you get to make the mistakes.
Yeah.
Mistakes in quotes. These are still good animals to breed.
Right.
Holy shit. But like adding different stuff, but now you can buy a male that's pivoted or buy a female to breed a Kiki to make double heads that are not in this vein to breed your females to.
Right.
It's fine. It's interesting. I am not sure I believe the IDs though.
I mean, they're best guess. So
yes, best guess. I'm just like I'm just not sure because I feel like it's just like too stripy, and I'm not sure if it's like polygenic. Like some of them are stripy and some of them aren't. But more of them should have had drip downs if they were all spot nose. I do think the inchy one has inchy in it because it has the color change you'd expect. It'll be interesting.
Bod's curious to know if blades at play here that may be reducing quite a bit, and that might be the difference we're seeing in the Kikis that I really like versus the more stripy reduced.
Yeah, blade ruins just about everything.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid blade like the plague, which is why you laugh at me when I say inchy, but yeah. So everybody that's commenting like hurricane acid, all that kind of stuff, absolutely, it's on my list. Now, if I could call out somebody who won't sell me a fucking acid head G-stripe.
Oh no.
I have the money. If you want to sell that snake, PayPal ready, dude. And I know you're not watching, but I tried. I really tried to buy that snake, and he hates my face. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry you hate my face. Maybe just look at my tits while I hand you $2,000. Because we can work it out. And if you don't want to sell to me because it'll lose some street cred, just tell me who you will sell to, and I'll give them the $2,000 to buy the snake from you.
This has gotten awkward, but I always say there's always a leaf that can be turned over. So no matter how psychotic any of us are at any time, all parties, there's a leaf waiting out there to be turned over.
All right, I'll try.
Did we see the Terminator pies? I did not see them.
Holy crap. We got to Google that shit right now, please.
You want me to?
Please, pretty please.
All right, talk about whether or not you want to switch to Monsoon G-Stripe while I look for it.
Monsoon G-Stripe.
Guess he didn't post a video. Oh, yes, he did.
So, no, I don't want to switch. I am...
Keep going.
100% sure that I would like to stay in the G-Stripe Clown project. 300% sure, actually.
What do you think?
Now, if anybody's a snack, I mean... Anyway, sorry. Hi, Jane.
Well, okay, since we're here, do you want to just talk about special pies in general? Are they cool enough to justify being so high white?
Yes.
Okay. I like them.
Absolutely. They are amazing.
Even if there's that much white?
Yes.
Even if they have weird eyes sometimes?
Yes.
At a rate that's not normal?
Yes.
All right, what about the Russo, which didn't get the price bump? The Russo pies. But
yes.
Does a very similar thing.
Did you see my batch of spides?
No comment. I don't know what you want me to say.
They just were like really Russo-y looking.
That's how they come. I don't know what you want me to say about them. I'm a little mad about the spider getting sold to my niece. So.
Oh gosh.
I'm still mad about that.
So you're on a warpath, huh?
No, I'm on a sit quietly and not share my feelings path until I can resolve it.
I mean, like, it's not going to work, is it?
I just don't care about high white pies, especially when they come with a broken gene. Jana, what do you want me to say? I think I liked it. I appreciate your effort. Good job. But you're making more snakes that have to be sold to people. Explain to them that it's broken and it's not actually worth breeding. You know, I'm trying to be nice.
Really feel.
I know, what a bitch.
Okay, can you make us big again? This is disorienting to be small.
Well, we're still in news.
Well, fuck the news. Make us big again.
No, let's finish the news, and then we can talk about. All right, Jana, GHI Mojave Pinstripe Clown, Garrick Meyer, Royal Picture Designs. What do you think?
You're going to have to say that again. I fell asleep.
Jesus Christ. GHI Mojave Pinstripe Clown.
It's beautiful.
Garrick Meyer.
Garrick Meyer. I mean, like, literally everything he touches is put it in my rack, please.
And he made a leopard hat, but it didn't hit in a clown.
It's
One
gorgeous.
of these days, we're going to tier rank GHI Mojave clown combos. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good
because we've finally gotten like enough of them. I think there's maybe 10. Whereas like one gene plus GHA Mojave Clown, then we can start picking which ones we think are cooler or whatever. But I like this one. This is why Pinstripe is still in my collection. Oh, and this was the GHI Mojave Leopard.
That's hot. Loose balls. I was thinking the same thing. That definitely looks bamboo-y to me.
Where's the comment?
One. That was the exact thought I was having right as he posted that comment.
It's very high white. I mean, that thing will fade out real bad when it grows up.
And then Lou is talking about special pies. I mean, have we tried special inchy pies? Special.
Yeah, they get more pattern.
Super inchy pies. Like, yeah, the heads are amazing. I just think that there's a lot of room there to bring pattern back.
Yeah, I mean, I almost bought a special inchy pied male from Nick at Renowned just to like have something that's cheap to play with or whatever, but I don't know. Like, how many projects can you have? You got to pick somewhere.
Garrick is the dude. He is the dude. Wonder if he'd slum it on our podcast.
Yeah, okay. So he slums it on anybody's podcast, as far as I can tell. No offense.
Really?
Like, he gets out a lot.
He gets around, is what she's saying. I'm just saying,
like if you ask him politely, like, hey, right, talk about snakes.
Like, we talk about him all the time. I'm sure he has no idea who we are. I mean, other than like we bought snakes from him, but we don't normally go after big names or whatever, but he does a lot of combinations that we are both into. Like, he works both of our favorite projects and projects.
Yeah, he would be a good choice, but he keeps getting picked up by somebody else. Like, I think he's getting ready to go on Proper Royals. Am I making that up?
Adam!
Everybody write in.
Stop it!
So, I mean, this is like behind the curtain, pulling the curtain back. If Shane is on bullshit next week, we can't really have him on as like his post-show like recap makeup episode. Like, the
Shane,
2 weeks later
to us. Seriously, where's the loyalty? Oh wait, he's their sponsor too.
Yeah.
Roger, Great Family Snakes. How is Lori? Is she good?
Here's a dinker, Jana. What do you think about this? I loved it immediately and wanted it right away. This is a dinker from Outback that they were selling as like one of their like special ones. There's more pictures. It's like a calico that isn't a calico. It's like even leading into the stripe
type fade out or something. How much do they want for it? Like $1 million?
There's no price. They're just like PM for feelings.
That means it's more than you can afford.
Usually they're like premium, like dinkers are like $2,000 to $5,000. They're not like insane prices. I guess that's insane to some people, but I was just in love with it because it looks like a calico, but I don't think it is. It doesn't have the calico alien head shape, and there's too many eyes. It's just different. So it's like,
that's really, really cool.
Malum or something. I don't know. I love it. Not gonna buy it though.
Hey Roger, give her a hug and a kiss from us. Tell her we're thinking about her, and you should update everybody and let us know when she's doing good and awake.
I would like Granddaddy Herps on. I don't know if he knows who we are or whatever. Probably I mean, there's a lot of people we could have on, and it's like becomes like a political nightmare somehow, even though it's it doesn't matter. But then like you had him, you scooped this podcast guest, and it was your fault for not double checking, and fuck you, and
there's like 7,000 podcasts. Jessica and I were on the phone. I don't even know what day it was because, guys, I've been riding the Dayquil for like a week. But sometime this week, Jessica and I talked. I think it wasn't a hallucinogen, but I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
The amount of podcasts that there are.
Oh, right.
How many people like accidentally
all of these names of podcasts that I've never even heard of that have more subscribers than us. Guys, come on, help us out. We really need to hit that 1K number. It opens up a lot of options on YouTube for us that we can help you guys, and you guys can help us. Share it, subscribe, like. I mean, I know that this is obnoxious and everybody does it, but how are we only at 200, guys? And all these other obscure as fuck podcasts have 1,000+ people. Like, help us out. If you're listening, if you're watching, share, subscribe, encourage others to do the same. Get us out there. Jessica's gonna throw up because I'm shilling. Look at it. She's about to mute me. I can see it. I can see her finger on the mute button.
Listen, They'll come when they realize that this is the only slippery dick podcast around. Okay. They'll know.
Marshall, thank you for pimping us all the time. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Marshall's good because he like doesn't give a fuck, right? So he was on Sean's, but I feel like it would be like a new. We'd be asking him a new set of questions that the current babies haven't heard yet.
Right. Well, I mean, like obviously most of the podcasts that are interview based do like the round of shilling with the top 1%, and that's not really our format, guys. I mean,
it's called a circle jerk.
Circle jerk. Woo! That's not really our format. So that's probably not what we're ever gonna do. And maybe that's why we don't have 1,000 subscribers, because we've never had Justin on and asked him, how did you get started? Well, you see, in college, I had reptiles in my dorm room. And then I got caught. And then they let me have a whole science department. You know what I mean? Like, do we really need to hear that interview again, guys? We all love Justin. We all think he's amazing. But do we have to see him again and ask him all the same questions? I'm sure he's sick of it.
Oh, my God. Seriously, though, do you think we can get Justin on for Smash or Pass? Because that would be a new...
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think pretty much the only person in the world that could get Justin on for Smash or Pass is Chris Eaton. For some reason, he just slips in there, slippery dicks in there,
right?
And just opens Justin right up, and we get to see the like relaxed version of Justin, which is still super PC and super like wholesome, but just, you know, with his hair down a little. But I don't think anybody else gets to have that opportunity with him.
Well, I mean, okay, if it's not Justin, like, instead of having guests where we interview them, we could just stop doing interviews and have people on to like do the news. So it's more like a panel or like discuss a topic. So like that would keep our format without like forcing the issue of like a strict interview.
Oh, you mean like if we had Justin on to talk about his recent saying, just keep breeding all your ball pythons.
Right, or whatever. Or just, but like, get, let me just pick up a random person in the chat, get Beast Morph on, and be like, Beast Morph, you and Lou Balls are coming on, and we're going to debate
G-Stripe
versus,
show up!
G-Stripe versus Kiki. Civil War, and then we drop down, and then it's more like a conversation instead of an interview of them. I don't know.
I think that's a great idea. Just because,
or Smash or Pass.
Smash or Pass. I just sucked at that, so
I know you needed to commit. Remember when Chris
maybe we should redo it? Maybe we should just redo it. Smash or Pass.
We'll do it next week. You did tell me why you would smash each of your contenders next week. Prepare a set of jokes. You don't even have to pass. Smash them all. But that's like some jokes about why you would smash.
Okay.
All right. Quickly, Albino Sunset. Is it a yellow snake or a red snake?
It's a banana slug. That sucks. Has it shed yet? How old is it? Do we think it's gonna get better?
So this is Repti TV. We've talked about that. This is the guy who broke the like painted red ball python, black ball python story because he got scooped and he broke it. Remember that we talked about? No, Jana doesn't remember. So let's go back in time. If I showed you his face, would you remember who he is? He's in Germany. He always stands in front of this. Nope, Jana doesn't remember shit.
No, I do remember him.
Okay. Well, he showed his sunset ultramels.
Those are sunset ultramels or those are sunset lavenders? Because now you're confusing me. Okay.
Better. Jana doesn't like it apparently. Isn't this better than this?
Nope.
Which is an albino sunset?
Nope. They both are hot garbage.
It's just sort of a uniform.
But like I'm saying, that's the lavender. It might purple up. It might look better. The ultramel is supposed to come out of the gate looking hot, and it's still.
I mean, the lighting here is kind of weird. If you look at like in stills, I think he has a still in here. It's like it's orange-ish.
It's so dirty, man. I'm telling you, there is some phenomenal sunsets out there, but 95% are trash. That 5% looks awesome, but like I said,
tell Courtney that to her face, or Steven, or
that's
both,
Steven's
or
project.
their child, or their child.
Remember, Steven won't let Courtney hold back anything that's not sunset. I mean, like, and I don't know like what their sunsets look like, or if quality begets quality in sunset, or if it's random and you don't know. Like, you could breed two beautiful sunsets together and you could still get brown trash with a little, highlighter orange on the bottom. Like,
so at Arlington, I saw baby sunset combos, and they do look like nice in person.
Oh, well, that's reassuring.
Like with yellow belly, you're like, oh yeah, it's like, it looks like sort of there's an intensity there, and like because it's brown, it's got like contrast against the brown, and it's got like that GHI pattern that's just the wrong color palette.
Not but for me. Sorry. Yeah.
But this, even the Ultramel one and the albino one, let's see if I can find it again.
Oh, Beast Morph is like, unsubscribe.
It's just a little tough. I don't know. It's fine. I don't give a shit. But I've been like looking at like Morph Jungle's like GHI sunset combos, and I'm like, is this like improving it or not? I'm so confused.
Blackjack, you are my people. All right, guys. I think the Dayquil is wearing off. My face is starting to get red.
All right. Super Blackhead, Yellow Belly, Desert Ghost.
That is sexy. That is sexy.
Reed, Big, Noosh. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's probably going to be good as an adult. It's a little pale for me, but you can't fix Desert Ghost. It's a piece of shit. But it'll be clean at least.
It'll be clean and it'll age beautifully. I want to see that snake in a year, because the thing with Desert Ghost is that the babies don't look as good as the adults.
I want to see Super Blackhead, Super Lace, and then I'll decide what I want in my life. But I do like Blackhead, Desert Ghost. For sure. But this one's cool.
That's fair, Beast Morphs, because, I liked Desert Ghost in pictures, and then I held the Desert Ghost and it blew my fucking mind. Like, I have my pastel Desert Ghost next to my enhancer head G-stripe girls, and I like to pull them out and look at them, and they are literally, every time I open their bin, they are prettier. And I just go, these are so nice. I mean, like, literally, like they say you should have shit in your rack that makes you happy. Holy balls, they are so pretty. And like, until you like hold one in your hand and you're like, this is clean as hell. Like, you just don't get it. So I mean, that,
and even when they're not clean, like if they have speckles or something about like the dimension of the speckles, it makes it look like literally like definition.
Fucking glow. They literally, like, I open it up and it's like angels are singing. Like, they're so gorgeous. So, Beast Morphs, I don't even know where you are in the country. Invite me out so I can see your sunsets. Change my mind.
Yeah, he has a bunch of GHI stuff, so I'll go there and just steal it while you're distracting him with the sunset stuff.
Or the assistants.
See?
You know what's unfair is that Shane is totally immune to the assistants because he loves his wife like a lot. And we need to jack his whole fucking collection.
You're not supposed to say that out loud on the internet.
We've told him that we're gunning for him. So if Shane ever ends up shot dead in his snake room, everybody knows it's going to be
you know how they have like pig roasts in the South that he was talking about? Shane roasts.
No, but seriously.
Let's go quickly because we're struggling. There's an auction live right now to fund a 501c3, which is the Herpetological Conservation International. And it's selling books and art and old manuscripts. It's live right now. So if you want an old, cool Australian Journal of Herpetology for fun,
guys, rush over and beat me to it.
Jana, you dumb. Or like a cool art, like a lot of the famous artists are doing prints. I need something for beside my cat. Okay. And it all goes to benefit conservation of wild reptiles, which is something we don't talk about enough.
Yeah,
They're doing a shirt
do a
thing.
background.
I ordered one. Only 16 sold. Unacceptable. We wanted to support. It's like a research project in the Philippines. And Orianne Society.
Blackjack. Oh my gosh, Blackjack. I don't even know who you are, but you are my people. Seriously. Okay, how is this news? How did this make the news?
Because it's an auction for reptiles.
It's a benefit. Got it.
Yes, that will end in like a couple days, 2 days. So if we don't say it today, no one will go there. And then the Orianne Society does their Giving Tuesday auction. You buy raffle tickets off of their website and they draw it. And Vision donated $1,000 to be like the grand prize. It's just $1,000 credit to their store. So you can buy whatever, tubs or. People say we don't talk enough about like stuff that actually does good for the community. We just talk about shit and morphs. So I picked some things that are like community things. So if you like snakes in captivity, you should probably like them in the wild too, you numbnuts. That's you too, Jana.
Well, I'm going to segue off of this and get myself muted again. Redline shipping. I shipped with Redline for the first time this month, and I had a delayed shipment. And so I was like, what the hell? I'll give them a try to fix it, because I've had delayed shipments before and I get told, well, FedEx says there's nothing we could do, blah, 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 blah. Like basically like our hands are tied. We can do nothing. So why do you even bother to talk to us right now? And I messaged them, and I'm telling you, within an hour, they had called FedEx. They had ripped them a new asshole or something, lit a fire under somebody's ass. Somebody put that snake in a special van that drove it from the hub. It was at the hub like an hour from the main hub, an hour from the hub it was supposed to be at. They put that shit on a van and special drove it to the van, and it arrived.
So it was at the wrong hub.
It hadn't been put, so it was at the main hub for the state, but it was like an hour away, and they said it wasn't going to be arriving till the next day. And whoever they talked to or whatever string they pulled, they put that shit on a van, and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, it'll be there within an hour, let your customer know. So I let the customer know, and we were both like, yeah, right, yeah, they put it on a van. Hold my beer, I'm gonna wait.
Were they waiting at the hub for their package, or were they still at home?
They had already left, because they had gone in and tried to fix it, but it wasn't there. And anyway, so and so I was like, okay, well, they're saying it's going to be there in an hour, and we were both just like, yeah, right, this is never going to happen. That snake was there within the hour. My client was able to go and pick it up, and they even messaged me to follow up to let me know it had arrived and to make sure that my client knew that it had arrived. And then they refunded me, even though the snake was only like 2 hours late. They still got it the next day, but instead of at 10 o'clock, they got it at noon.
Did you pay for insurance, or did you just do it just to be nice?
No, I had insurance on it. But it was 2 hours late, and they still refunded my money. And it was just an amazing experience, and they were awesome, and customer for life. Guys, if you have doubts, give it a try. They are not a sponsor, but they could be. Just saying, not that they're listening, but it was an amazing experience, and they got shit done, and they know what they're doing. And
have you tried the coconut packs yet?
I have not yet, but I will be ordering from them.
Yeah, soon. Shane bought some. We'll figure out. He's like, did you try to make them yet? I'm like, no. My dumbass is like, I'll pay Redline to do it. I'm too lazy to save $1, right? So I just want to know if you'd bought some yet for that shipment. Well, that's good.
I will never use anyone else. Like I said, I've had delayed packages, and I've set it up the food chain and asked for help. I got the runaround and called FedEx myself. I got the runaround, and never have I just been completely supported and completely helped. And I barely had to do anything other than say, hey, could you let me know what the status is? It's like, I didn't even say, give me my money back, fix it. I was just like, hey, I'm just letting you know that, this snake has been delayed. I was like, they are packaged correctly. They, they had a cryo pack because it was cold here and hot there. But everything was in the 60 to 80 on both ends. And so I wasn't worried about the snakes being in danger. I was just like, hey, it's late. What's the next step? Because I've heard such good things about their customer service, in the grapevine. And so, like I said, within the hour, everything was done and dusted. And they were like, your refund is processing and have a great day. Let us know if we can do anything else for you. And so I've shipped with all the companies and I've never been treated like that. And it was
glowing praise.
Just saying, like, that was awesome.
Slide into Jana's slippery dick hole. So
slippery dick cave.
Thank you. Excuse me. Sometimes I don't speak as clearly as I intend to, and I apologize. Anything else going on with your collections? This is like collection time. Anybody has any dumb questions? I will answer any dumb question you have. Slippery dicks, holes. I'm down because like we have a little bit of time and I don't have any more news because it's like a short episode. So
sorry, I'm just reading the comments, trying to catch up. Collection updates. I mean,
you didn't ultrasound yet, did you?
Fucking haven't even ultrasounded yet. Like I was doing midterms and then my kids got sick. And then of course they got me sick. And now Thanksgiving's coming. Like I just got to get my ass out there and maybe in the middle of the night when I can't sleep and I'm coughing up a lung and just start ultrasounding. I'm late. I'm late in the season. And I don't mean late, the bad kind of late. I mean the late in the season for the snakes. I'm thinking about maybe getting a hognose pair. My daughter got a hognose at the last show and she's lucky if I let her even see her. I just think she's amazing. She's a real cunty drama queen. Not my daughter, the snake. And like literally you pick her up and she plays dead and you try to feed her and she like hoods up and strikes at you and she's just this like little like pinky worm thing and she's amazing. She's hilarious. And I'm like, you are cute and squishy and I want to love you forever. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. We have a tradesman. Are you repeating RNG's question or are you have a separate hand sanitizer question? What are my thoughts on producing your own hand sanitizer? It's probably fine if it's the right concentration of alcohol. It's just like hand sanitizer is.
Why would you? It's so readily available.
It's cheap and then it's not like the end all be all. And it has like problems. Like, it leaves a lot of aloe on your hands or whatever. So like if you want to make it fine, you have a distillery. Shouldn't you be making like moonshine? It's probably cheaper to probably still make your own. I just like, is that what you're asking? Hand sanitizer is effective against Nido, Arena, or any enveloped viruses. The contact time is not instantaneous, though. It's probably more like minutes. Because you're not sure if you got in all of your crevices. So the more you like sit there and go like this, the more crevices you're, slipping into, slippery dicking into. But it's not effective against crypto, and it might not be effective against like the eggs of worms. Because they're large.
Ew, come on now.
Listen, your snake poops and you pick it up and then you touch the next snake and there was worms in there. You're gonna transfer.
Well, why? We talked about worms last week. Come on, I'm still having nightmares.
I would love like boutique branded hand sanitizer though, tradesman. Like if you could be like the rugged masculine snake, and so it like had like scented, and it's like the lumberjack, and you sold it at a show as like.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even have to make it. You could just like Costco.
Yes, but
Costco
like
squeeze.
Slap a cool like.
Yeah.
And then throw a little scent in there.
Oh, and Blackjack's in Arizona. See, I could go down and I could jump into a cactus. And I could hang out with like-minded
Lisa
people.
asks, what would you do if you accidentally paired a female with the wrong male? I'm assuming this is for ball pythons. I would just put in the male you want, because usually first locks are chump locks. So if you started, not always. If she was really far along, she could use that old jizz. But
this early in the season, if your ball pythons are seasonal, most aren't, and if you don't have an ultrasound, you won't know. But if you have bred her before and you know when she goes and she doesn't go soon, then try to get at least 2 locks in with the male of your actual choice. It really just depends on the pairing and like what hets are involved or what visuals are involved and what the wrong male is and the right male, if you can tell the difference. And now there's testing. So don't give up and don't keep putting in the wrong male, put the right male in and do the best you can. If you aren't going to be able to tell what like normals are going to be from that clutch, you would just sell them as normals if there's hets involved. If that makes sense. But if you have more like detailed questions, like that's a pretty specific question, but you definitely don't want to keep putting the wrong male in. But everybody's accidentally tossed the wrong male in the wrong tub.
Jana, you've been called out. Shots
fired.
My
gosh, I totally did send him 2 snakes. Jesus. In that same shipment with Redline. See guys, no sleep. Too much college, too much.
Peacemore, like, what size follicles were they though? Peacemore says, I had plenty of first locks, take the cake. Like, were they already at 20 or 17? And they were like, this is it.
So like you gave it one snake at the first lock and a different snake at the second lock, and then the first one took? Really? In my experience, which is not vast and not many years, when I've had more than one male lock, it's always the one that got the last lock. Especially if it was at like 30.
Obviously, she could be like, I choose you, and like store his sperm in whatever way she chooses to, because she just likes him better. So that there's female choice there. But like, if they're a super slut and they don't care really, often to me also it is the later locks. Not always. Definitely seen it both ways. Tradesman makes beard oil, and so sanitizer would be easy. Yeah, I would just do it like branded, so it's like cool.
Sexy beard oil sanitizer. Yeah. I could get behind that. Does it have like sandalwood scent or something? Yeah, I love me my man candles, so I'm all for it. Like, I know, Blackjacks. I'm sorry. Jeez, this is like the whole Andrew situation all over again, where it's an idiot. This is why we pre-record shit, guys, because Jana. She dumb. There's some blonde in there somewhere, I swear. If you think she likes him, then you just have to. I would still go with your preferred male and just deal with the consequences. I think she likes him. Small to no follicles showing the ultrasound. Yeah, I believe it. So females can tell like how heterozygous their partner is from them, and so sometimes they'll pick sperm that way. So if you're breeding a lot of like. If the second male was maybe her son, sometimes they'll pick the first males because they're like, ew. Ew, it's too close. Gross. Yeah, I recognize how homozygous we are. But recognize how fucked up this pairing is. Most pairings, the beginning male was chump. So I, in general, would assume most of them are chump. Not always, but most. Because we don't know the exact mechanism by which a female chooses at all. She could choose last year's. She doesn't often. She wants that fresh stuff, Jana. Well, she's thinking of scrapping the season for that girl. Even if you don't pair her at all, then she's definitely gonna, if she goes, because you don't control if she goes, then she's definitely gonna use that male. I mean, it really just depends. Why don't you drop the pairing? The pairing that it was supposed to be, or the pairing that it was, anyway. It doesn't matter if they were locked for 6 days or 6 minutes. The juice is there now, sister. Well, I'll just like qualify that with they don't. Jana's wrong. No, they don't ejaculate, right? They make that like seal with the female, and they wait for sperm to swim up the tube. There's no pressure, so they actually have to sit in there long enough to seal some kind of deal.
So maybe that short one isn't gonna work. That's why they like sit and they like stew in each other's caves for days. Sometimes.
They seep. Whoa, this is getting fresh, guys.
But I would still pair to a preferred male. Is it like a pairing where you're like, I don't want to make any ball pythons because I don't want to have to sell it?
Just saying they're green tree pythons. That's a whole nother thing.
Do you not have like the time to like get the baby started this year? Is that the thing? Because obviously we need more green tree pythons in the world total.
Yeah, don't scrap that female.
Beast Morph said something. 1 lock in the beginning of development versus 4 locks after still takes it. Then she liked his sweet jizz more. There was something about him preferred, but I just think the average one. What else we got, Jana? I think that's it.
That's it, guys.
My dumb collection. What's it doing?
Do you have snakes down already for the winter?
So it got kind of cold. It's still in the 60s in my brumation, but I put the Jap rats because I was tired of looking at them. She laid a second clutch. This is actually news, like straight up. She double clutched without my knowledge.
That's amazing. She was like, we moved. Let's do it again.
Yeah. She thought something had happened because I didn't feed her. And she was like, oh, okay. So I felt the eggs in her and I'm like, motherfucker. And I just didn't look for them because I knew they were going to be slugs.
Oh, because you only keep him in there until she lays and then you separate them.
Right. I mean, she could have retained sperm, but when I looked at them, they were all slugs. She needed fresh stuff. And she was kind of hot when she was transported. I don't know. It's wild. So I don't know if I should like. One of these days we'll go over this, but like some snakes will be, if it's too hot in the summer, they'll estivate. And then they can have a second thing happen. So was that what she was doing? Is this a thing? This is not in the literature for climax, by the way.
Oh, Blackjack's calling you out in the comments.
Well, so like they want to go down so bad. They have heat in their cage and they're all hiding at the very bottom to get away from the heat. And they're like, please, God, brumate me. And I'm like, I can't. And they're like, but I'm hungry, but I can't feed you. So like they're losing weight because I'm waiting for it to get cold because I mistimed. I guess my audio is like not synced.
It's not synced. You were just like tripping me out. I'm like, I think I'm hallucinating on Dayquil now.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, and now it's me.
Just all Jana all the time.
I'm Jana all the time.
Motherfucker. Oh well. So that they need to go down and be cold, or I needed to feed them. So that's I'm still not synced. I give up. But I bought 2 more from somebody else that were like blue, but they're babies this week. And I have a trillion corn snakes and I don't want to photograph them. So if anybody wants a corn snake, I will give you a sweet deal. If I can just give you them in like pairs, not that many photographs. Okay.
Eric is gonna go rescind my good review because I'm such an idiot right now. Like I'm still stuck on that. Go ahead. She's gonna send you. What's going on with your internet? You're gonna leave me alone again? She's just like, fuck you, Jana.
It's just my phone.
I quit. I quit the podcast. Jana. Anyway, sorry, Eric. I do know who you are. You are good people. The blonde. It's the big boobs and the cold. They're suffocating my brain. I'm sorry.
These horse had a dual sire from het pied female to a visual and a het male. So anything not visual and not with genes from the visual male could only be sold at 66 cents. Yeah, correct. But that doesn't change the price. And also we can test now. So I like dual siring because then you like
that I deserve the lame vote. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jessica.
What did you say?
I was reading the comments. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm still delayed. Do you think the IMG female attacked the male because she's hungry or growing follicles? Yes. It was actually the female's a hypo, the male's IMG. She thought I was putting a rat in there. And boas actually eat. So you have to like tell them you're entering their cage with a certain intent, especially at night when they're feeling crazy. So I did not get the hook out and tap her in advance. I just sort of like shoved her aside. So she thought I was presenting a rat. So she coiled him, bit and coiled him. So I pulled him out of her mouth. And I was like, this is bad. I'm in danger. And he's okay. They don't have those like nasty big retic teeth. They have like normal snake teeth. So he had some little pokes in his head. And eventually she's like, what's happening? Why are you holding me? And I'm like,
she's so like, where's dumb. My rat, bitch?
Right, this is stupid. He's like, what's happening also? Everyone's like looking around confused.
You imagine? You think you're going in to get some cuddle, snuggle, tickle, pickle time, and you're getting teeth in your head.
Right, I got teeth too because I'm just trying to pull him out of her mouth. So he's in her mouth, his head's in her mouth, and she's coiled him. He coils her because he's like, fuck, I'm dying. Send aid. And so I'm opening her mouth to pull him out.
Abort mission. I'm never going on Tinder again. Abort.
He's like, this is a concern. And so everybody was fine. You just had like little
always
prickles.
Let your friends know where you are before you
don't breed white lips either. Apparently, that's what I learned. I'm not cut out for pulling the males. Also, don't breed hog noses. They pretty regularly eat their boyfriends. Yeah, can I trick anybody into buying a corn snake though? That's what I really want to know. I do have one male Japanese rat snake left from this season. Good deals, especially if it goes out like the week after Thanksgiving, because that's the last shipping time. So if you're like,
oh, you do after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that 1 week. There's like a good week there where they'll turn insurance back on. Yeah, it's fine.
You don't even think like Black Friday shipping clogs it up or anything? Because I don't ship the week of Thanksgiving to a week after New Year's.
If they turn insurance back on, they know what they're doing. That means the volume is acceptable for them, and they always turn it on that first weekend of December. And I will. So if you can like think of something you want, I will give it to you for $5, and I'll ship it to you because I won't be able to ship again until like December or January 15th. I did get into a herp show. Did I tell you this? I don't even know.
Nope.
So I'm doing the January Oklahoma City herp show. That's cool. Check it out. Come visit. I'll be in the booth.
You cannot let me into the comments. I just need to turn them off. Eric's killing it.
You should just be reading them. That's your job.
Oh, sorry.
Blackjack Reptile says, yeah, I mean, some of them should maybe that's their true purpose in life, but they're actually like high end
spaghetti.
Yeah. Are you going to Arlington? This is our last topic. I almost bought a hotel room and then I was like, fuck, what am I doing with my life? And then I stopped. A bunch of people are going.
February?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. If I go to any of the national shows, it'll have to be summertime because 15 credits is kicking my ass and sucking out my brains. So.
Okay. Jana's not going, everybody, so we can have fun without her. Excellent. But you don't want to try like a weekend to Tinley or something? Tinley is not in the summer.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I gotta get through finals and Christmas and this contest. Then talk to me.
Okay. I think that's it. Thanks everybody for coming. You should vote for Jana.
Vote for me. Does anybody have
all the like Black Friday sales are coming up? So like Cold Blooded Cafe does a Black Friday sale for rats. So like obviously people need rats. So I'll try to like collect them all up so we can talk about it early or something so people can get sweet deals.
That's it. I think we're
I
good.
think that's it. Bye. Fucking great.
Bye.
Marshall's going to Arlington. We'll be there. We'll go get a drink. Except for Jana doesn't want to go. Bye.
Maybe. Yeah, bye.
Takes forever.